Hello, my name is Paul Gannon, and welcome to GannonLand. And today, in my land, we are going to look at something that I thought was reasonably new. Turns out it's about 16 years old. I didn't know any of this. I came across it when we first did Bartians all those years ago. We did a episode based around the Jackbox compilation of games, and we played that murder one. I don't believe that episode ever went out, lost to time, and probably because we didn't get enough coverage and it was probably a bit shoddy. But either way, that's when I first came across and I thought, oh, this is fun, this Jackbox thing. Forgot about it until I saw the thing we're going to talk about today, which is this. Let me have a quick look. It is the You Don't Know Jack Tiger Electronics tabletop version of the video game. So I did a bit of research on this because I only knew it from the Jackbox compilation. Did a bit of research. Apparently it came out initially in 1995. It was a big PC and Mac hit. And then I did a bit of research, and then by 2008 they had shifted over $100 million worth of games. 4.5 million copies sold, but it's kind of complicated because there's so many expansion packs and versions and special editions and compilation packs and solo releases and the fibbage on its own and all this kind of stuff. But effectively what it came down to was in 1995, a company called Jellyvision, I believe, created a game called That's a Fact, Jack, which was an educational game for the PC for kids to learn reading. And during the making of that game, they came up with You Don't Know Jack, which is based on a phrase apparently called You Don't Know Jack Shit. Fair enough. But for family-friendly versions of the game, it makes more sense to call it You Don't Know Jack. So it's this huge, big, successful thing, and it's still going to this day. I got it on the Switch recently because it was a lot of fun, and you can get it online. We've done it on Twitch before on other channels, so it's a fun compilation game, which is kind of dumb but smart, pop culture and high culture all at the same time. Here's a thing, right? Did you know there was a bloody TV show? I didn't. Early 2000s, it was hosted by Paul Rubens, who was the guy most people know as Pee Wee Herman. Ha 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 ha, Pee Wee Herman. I can't do the voice, I'm not going to do the voice. Pee Wee Herman did I think it ran for a couple of episodes, not too many, got cancelled, got lost in the thing. Apparently fans of the game didn't even know the TV show existed till long after. And it's kind of become a bit of a hit online because of the whole retro thing. It's a very odd show. It reeks of, it's very faithful to the game, but it also reeks of the MTV show Remote Control. In the UK there was a version of it on Channel 4. It's got that anarchic kind of post-ironic thing going on. Tell you what, how about I just show you a clip, because I found one. Here's a clip of You Don't Know Jack, the TV show, shown on ABC.
As a matter of fact, the only thing phony and insincere on this show is me. Here we go for $1,000. Fill in the blank. The 1997 movie about a hitman starring John Cusack and Minnie Driver was called Blank, Blank, Blank. Catch.
Gross Point Blank.
Gross Point Blank is correct for $1,000. I am in complete suspense. We have a tie for second place. Here's our next question. In the classic Abbott and Costello routine, who's on first? Who's on third? Who? What? Where? I don't know. Alex.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know's on third.
I'm sorry, that's correct.
I knew that.
I got you.
Well, didn't look too bad. But I can imagine very easily why it didn't really kick off. It's probably a bit too weird for the mainstream, which is what they were trying to do with that format. Just looking up some facts here, and yeah, had a brief on ABC in the summer of 2001. Paul Rubens hosted it, and yeah, it got cancelled not too long after, unfortunately. The creators of the TV show went on to make another show called Smush, which was a word smushing game. Fascinating factoid, if you're interested in that stuff. Which brings us to the toy we're talking about today, which is this. It is the Tiger Electronics You Don't Know Jack tabletop game from 1998. It's very 90s, Not so much because obviously it's a bit wacky in that 90s way, but just watch the advert now.
Hey, you think you know trivia? The most award-winning CD-ROM game in history is now a talking tabletop game.
What's Abraham Lincoln's song?
Now read the question and open the door.
Should know this one.
Player one, it's all yours. Aries. You guys are pathetic.
The categories from The Life and Times of a Snack Cake to 9021. Uh-oh. Okay.
Imagine Henry VIII marries Carol Brady.
That was impressive.
Yes!
The irreverent trivia party game.
Let's find out, shall we, if I know Jack. Let's go to Crap Cam, which is camera 2. Let's go to Crap Cam right now. And we're on. Here we go. Not too crap today, but a little crap. This is the game. This is the toy. This is the item. It's simple and effective. One of the interesting facts about this game is it's the first time playing You Don't Know Jack that you can have 4 players simultaneously. Because on the PC versions, 3 was the max. Obviously now with the Switch games and the PC and the console modern versions, you can have up to 30 or something daft like that. But I know there's like an audience green room where 1,000 people can sit in and watch. So it's got a big community still. And it's, if you've seen the video I did on the Tiger Electronics games of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and The Weakest Link, it runs in a very similar way. Question cards you put in, a slide to reveal, codes to type in so the machine knows what question card you are using in this round. And there are 10 rounds, and it's a bit noisy. So let's have a little go of it, shall we? I already read the first question, but here we go. Also, with this game, you have to have 2 at the very least playing this. You can't just play on your own. There's also this, the screw button. So if a question comes up and you think contestant number 1 doesn't know it, you go, screw contestant number 1. And then contestant number 1 has to answer it. And if they do, yay, double point. If they don't, negative points for you. So, shall we just play? Let's just play, shall we?
Hello there, welcome to the show. Tell me, how many people are going to be playing?
There's going to be 2.
Great. Now, here's how the game works. When you think you know the answer to a question, buzz in and choose your answer. Now, if you want, you can force someone to answer a question. Buzz in, press the screw, then press their buzzer for them. Ready?
Right,
Good.
here we go.
Player 1, please enter the number code at the top of the first question.
Right, it's 1, 1, 3, 4, 3.
Okay, this one's worth $1,000. Player 1, please read the question out loud, then press the button to open the large door to reveal the answers. Then anyone can buzz in and answer.
I'm going to do my best. Now, it's very noisy and this music runs the whole time, but it's got a nice little feature that when you push to reveal the answers, the music changes and makes it more urgent. So, here's the question. Say Scooby-Doo is a cousin who has a vitamin D deficiency. What would be the best name for Scooby to call his cousins? Everyone knows the question now. Reveal the answers. So, Scrummy-Doo, Rickety-Doo, Deficiency-Doo or Scurvy-Doo? Here's Scurvy, so let's say contestant number 1.
Player 1, it's all yours. Punch in the answer. Player 1, 1,000 for you.
Hey, I was correct.
Player 2, close the door, remove the last question, and enter the new code book.
And so it goes on. Right.
1, 3, 1, 3, 3. Okay,
The quiet. The quiet in between the music cues is blissful.
Read the question out loud, then press the button to open the large door to reveal the answers. Then anyone can buzz in and answer.
Yeah, I know. In the post-revolution French Republican calendar, which of these was not a real month? Sornadine, the month of steam. Messidor, the month of harvest. Ventos, the month of wind. Germinal, the month of buds.
You guys are pathetic. What you should have picked is A. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know there was a time limit.
Close the door, remove the last question,
Right.
and enter the new code book.
Right, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 3. Okay, this one's worth $1,000. Now do the honors.
If God plucks the earth from its orbit and begins chomping on it like a big green apple, through which of these will God not bite? Here we go. Geometric crust, magnum, mantle. I'm gonna say 2. Two's gonna say.
Player 1, you gotta answer it.
Right. Oh, I got it right.
1,000 for you. Player 2. It looks like you're the one who's screwed. Okay, player 2, shut the door.
Right. I think you get the point with that. It's a lot of fun and noisy, and with everyone round it and bashing away, I can imagine it's quite fun. There are 10 rounds in all, and at the end, the winner has the most points, which is shown on the little LCD screen at the bottom right here. This is another example of why Tiger gets a bad rap, mostly because of their own, not even going to say sloppiness, but it was IP before quality. You know, it was brand before a solid idea, which is why all sorts of crap turned up on their little mini handheld things. But when it came to the big boys, they really knew what they were doing and bringing, in this case, a video game into the physical world. And, you know, grandmother might not like looking in front of a computer to play a video game or a quiz game. But you whip this out at Christmas, Granny will play with it. And if Granny doesn't, Granny's going back in the home. So that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about today. I just want to have a little look at You Don't Know Jack. And if you like what we do here on the channel, say we, it's me. If you like what I do on the channel, subscribe, ring a bell, all that kind of thing. Videos will probably be something like fortnightly. I don't think it's going to be a weekly thing. I've got a book to write. Link below if you want to know more about that. And also I've got CheapShow, and I take part in a Digitiser every once in a while these days. So links below for all those different channels. Subscribe and blah, blah, blah and stuff and things like that. So that was it in GannonLand this week. You Don't Know Jack. I got this on eBay for about 15 quid. The postage and packaging costs more, but it was worth it because this is absolutely lovely. And I've got one and you don't. And that's the important thing. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.